This is Mellissa Thomas of Florida National News coming to you from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, where the Jacksonville Jaguars will face off against the Detroit Lions in their Week 3 preseason matchup. Stay tuned right here for post-game press conferences from head coach Doug Marrone and quarterback Blake Bortles. But the fans are piling in. There's going to be thousands of them. The place is crowded. But stay tuned right here for our coverage of the matchup and continuing coverage of the NFL right here at FloridaNationalNews.com.
Obviously, we have to cut down the turnovers. The first one, we run the crossing pattern, and really the guy dropped the coverage off and switched it, and the guy tipped it, and we got it picked. And then before that, the second one, we had an uncovered receiver early on in the same type of set. We came back with a different play call, had a guy uncovered, and we tried to get to him the ball vertically, and he falls off the go route, which is something that we've got to do a better job of coaching, and we will. That's more on us. But I thought that as far as when we did turn the ball over, I thought the defense came on the field and stopped them. I thought when we had the ball backed up, that was an excellent drive. I look at time of possession, is big for our football team and how we play. We were able to win that. I think we have to do a better job in the red zone, obviously, of scoring touchdowns. I believe we were 1 out of 3. I'm not sure. We can't leave points out there, with the field goal, the one we missed. And so again, going into this, there's a lot of room for improvement. We can get better. There's some things to build on. Had some new guys playing today. Taven played a lot. I thought he had, good push. I wasn't happy with the penalty at the end. Thought Dante had some good rushes in there, guys that haven't played, in a while. It was good to see him in there. And then Marqis Lee, obviously it looked bad, and Doc just told me, he said, hey, listen, we're not going to be able to know anything till tomorrow, and we'll have more information tomorrow on it. There's a great level of competition at that position, so I feel fine. We know going in we're going to have to make some tough decisions, and we'll just see. I mean, I think that Moncrief had some good plays today. Hit the slant, showed he could run afterwards. Mickens hit one down the sideline. Didi's been playing well. Cole's been practicing really well. We haven't really featured him that much, in preseason. So, Rashad Green's done a nice job. Shane Wynn. I mean, we've got some players at that position. We're able to put pressure on the quarterback. We're also able to cover in the back end. And like you said, we got some guys that are doing a heck of a job back there. And Patman filling in has done a great job. Our safeties that have gone in there have done a really good job. And we're still getting pressure. And then even in our fire zones, we're getting guys coming free, where they have to get rid of it quickly. So I just think overall, I thought we did we were good at it last year, and we got a lot of guys coming back. They take a lot of pride in every situation, and we've been really working hard on situations, and I think they've been responding well. And then, at the same time, there's still things that we're going to put in or we have put in that we haven't shown yet that'll get us better, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think this team has a different mindset. I think the stuff on the outside may be different, but I don't think the team's mindset's different. I think that, this team has an edge about them. They're real close. I think one of the things that I'm happy with as a head coach is, we do play complementary football. I think the greatest example is when we turn the ball over, we're able to get the ball back. We get the ball backed up, the offense move it, special teams does well. I think that, they understand that we play as one and they have each other's back. But they understand that, it takes a long time in this league before, people believe that you're a really good football team, in my opinion, where you're consistently good. I think our players understand that. They push each other. We push them as coaches. They push us as coaches. And I think when you have that, you have a chance. It just gives you an opportunity. It doesn't do anything. But I think if you talk individually to a lot of guys on a team, I would say the majority of them have a chip on their shoulder. And I don't think that's bad at all. So I don't think they view it probably the same way as like on the outside.
It's huge. I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's the first thing, Nathaniel talks about in every offensive meeting is us taking care of the ball. That gives us the best chance to win the game, keeping our defense out of difficult situations. So taking care of the ball as much as possible. And stuff's going to happen. There's going to be tip picks and stuff like that. The one down in the red zone, you can't do that. You got to at least get 3 points out of there. It's tough to throw an end zone right there on the 2 or 3 or wherever you caught that ball. So just got to make better decisions as far as taking care of it. I think I got sacked twice, and both of them, like one time my feet got tangled up, and the other one I just kind of walked right into the guy Norwell was blocking. So that's tough. You hate to see that anytime, especially in the preseason, and to a guy like that has been through what he's been through, and plays with the passion that he does, and everything that he's put into this team and getting ready for this season. So I haven't heard or anything, but obviously hoping for the best for him, and Yeah, it's tough to see. Yeah, it'll have to be a similar situation. You know, as kind of the leader of that room, and Marqis going into his 5th year and being the oldest guy in that room. You know, with him going down, it's gonna have to be some guys stepping up, and you got to see a little bit of that tonight with Dante getting some balls. But all those guys are gonna have to step up and play big. You know, it's kind of unfortunate. You know, obviously last year with A-Rob going down, and then now you know this happening with Marqis. But you know, I think last year to have that happen and have to have Keelan and Dede play a significant amount of time, I think you know it significantly kind of matured them, and they really grew quickly playing and getting those live reps. So I think with the year under their belt, I think they're only going to be better and continue, you know, to have more growth and make more plays and be on top of everything. So everybody's going to have to step up, and we're going to have to make some plays, you know, without Marqis being out there. I think you know, we'll go through this week and obviously get a chance to get a head start on New York if you know we're not playing, and kind of get the go ahead to start watching film on them and getting some work on them in practice. So we'll go out there and you know find ways to try to continue to get better, try and continue to get looks that whether it's Tampa Bay or whether it's New York in week 1, that we can you know get good looks against and get some reps in and try and get ready to go for that first game.
National news, we just wrapped up the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Detroit Lions week 3 preseason matchup here at TIAA Bank Field. The final score was 17-6 in favor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They managed to score 2 touchdowns for this particular game. Both defenses were up, so the score was relatively low. The Atlanta Falcons, for their part, they were only able to eke out 2 field goals for the entire game. But for the Jaguars, they did a pretty good job offensively. Blake Bortles was, the team overall rather, was basically 50% in 3rd down conversions, which is pretty good. But the Atlanta Falcons, they had a bit of a struggle, particularly in that 4th quarter. Their quarterback, Burkert, tried roughly 10 times right in the red zone. They're very close to the end zone, but he couldn't quite get those touchdown passes to land. And unfortunately, he didn't quite get that touchdown. But stay tuned right here for our continuing coverage of the NFL teams right here, FloridaNationalNews.com. This is Mellissa Thomas coming to you from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.